up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Shady here. So today we're going to be talking about House of the Dragon. So not too long ago, season 2 had wrapped on House of the Dragon. I never really came back to talk about the second half of the episodes. I did do like a recap on season 1 and like the first couple of episodes that I watched of season 2 in another video. I'll link it in the corner here. But there weren't many people watching that video, so I just decided to not really bother with making a whole recap for the other half of the episodes that I watched. But there were a few things that I did kind of like about the last couple of episodes. So I think I kind of left off with season 2. I think Aemon had just tried to kill his brother Aegon, and then also Rhaenyra was trying to look for more dragon riders since Princess Rhaenys had ended up dying in that whole altercation with Aemon and his dragon. So now that she was looking for other riders, it was very interesting that, you know, they do have to be of some Targaryen blood to ride the dragon and be selected as the rider. But what I find interesting is that there was so many children, so many out of wedlock children that these Targaryens were just out here having, and I'm just like, dude, like that is enough for a whole army. But yeah, that whole scene, that was a mess in terms of them actually trying to find riders, because a lot of them end up dying. But then she did find 2 riders, so it wasn't a complete loss. What I do find interesting is that when Aemon saw that there was somebody riding their dragon, I think it was one of the new riders, he saw them kind of riding around, and they went back to Rhaenyra's castle or whatever, and Aemon went to go follow them, and that's when he saw that, you know, oh no, there's like 3 of them there and there's 3 riders. Like, no, I'm not bothering. So I think that shows off Aemon's character, that he loves being the bully, he loves being the villain, but then it's like when people actually take the time to stand up to you, it's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm just gonna run away. You know, it's just it's just very interesting to me. But there were some other portions that I found pretty interesting. Daemon, he ended up getting this whole army for Rhaenyra. They swore their allegiance to her. So Daemon, I believe, has this vision about the Night Walkers, the Night King, and all that stuff. But a lot of people were putting forth this notion that Daemon could possibly be the Night King. But I think because of what ended up transpiring with regards to the storyline, that wouldn't really make sense for him to be the Night King. I'm just gonna read what was said. So it says that this theory is directly contradicted by events in Game of Thrones. In season 6, episode 5, called The Door, Bran Stark experiences a vision showing how the Night King was created. The children of the forest transformed one of the first men into the Night King by plunging a dragon glass dagger into his chest. This happens a millennia before the Targaryens set foot in Westeros, making it impossible for Daemon Targaryen to be the Night King. So that is, you know, what was said. So I don't think he is the Night King. So the last thing I have to say that I find interesting about season 2 is that in the very last episode, we see that Alicent decides to come to Rhaenyra to kind of offer her son Aegon as, you know, penance, to basically have her freedom. And it's just like, you know what, a son for a son, like, you know, you could just have Aegon and then take the kingdom. But Rhaenyra is just like, girl, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Right? But then also Alicent's just like, you know, you could run away with me. Like, we could just forget all about this. But I'm like, Alicent, you know that being queen is important to Rhaenyra. Like, obviously she's not gonna just run away from her father's kingdom that he was supposed to be given to her. You caused all this mess and now you just want me to run away with you? Like, really? But anyways, so that's kind of all I wanted to bring up with regards to season 2. But, okay, but in terms of what I found out after the end of season 2, the season finale, that's when it was released that season 3 won't be coming out until 2026, so the next 2 years. And I'm like, okay, I understand that you guys take a lot of time to produce these episodes. I get it. And I also have to say that I am a person who prefers quality over quantity. Like, you know, you shouldn't be trying to rush to get these episodes out if the quality is crappy, you know? But at the same time, I think that it's a matter of like intrigue, because at that point, yeah, people would still be watching it, but I think that the interest would have died, because there probably would have been, at least between now and 2026, there would have been more than likely several other shows that people probably find more interesting that have been released, and they completely forget about this show. Yeah, they might probably watch it after a while, but in terms of like them being super excited about it, they probably would have already forgot that you guys were supposed to be released in 2026, because I already forgot about this show. I had to rewatch season 1 entirely before I watched season 2. Season 1, I think, came out in 2022. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But yeah, I wonder the amount of time that they have to take for these episodes to produce them, create them, film them, all that. I'm wondering if it kind of does them a little bit of a disservice. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments, but it does depress me every time I think about it that there won't be any new episodes until 2026, and then they're ending with season 4, which is probably going to be like what, 2028? 2029 if there's any delays, or even 2030. Like at that point, you know what I'm saying, it's been a whole decade. I think it was a whole decade that they took to actually start from season 1 to season 8, I think was the last of Game of Thrones. But yeah, Game of Thrones kind of took up like that whole 2010s-ish decade. But I think they actually produced those episodes way faster. So Game of Thrones, they started, that was 2011, and their final episode aired on May 19th, 2019. So every year it seems almost they were producing a season. So why is it taking them so long to produce House of the Dragon? Like, what are the delays? That's what I'm trying to figure out. 2026 for season 3? Really? But y'all let me know how y'all feel. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I really want to wait that long, or if I might even be interested, because I completely forgot. I gotta be honest, I completely forgot about this show when they put out season 2. I was like, oh yeah, House of the Dragon. Forgot about you. But let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. You know, maybe there will still be intrigue. I'm not saying that people won't watch it, but I'm just wondering if it's just taking a little too long and people are just, you know, they're gonna lose interest in the show. You know, I don't know. But y'all let me know. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.